Ping came out with some new irons, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of WGC Fits. Today, we are joined by Captain Ballspeed, and we are going to be looking at the new G440 line of irons. Pretty excited about these, like we said. Ping always does well here from an irons, well, from just everything, but irons especially. I mean, these irons are just good. These are good, right? These are irons that always do well for us. You know, Ping never reinventing the wheel, but making changes and stuff, always good. A couple of things are different with these, but before we get into that, Ian, go ahead and hit a couple. Okay. Talk about just first impressions, right? You remember the G430s a little bit, right?
Looks
just
like looks like a nice little game improvement iron.
Mm-hmm. Good shape to it.
It's wide, I'll say that.
It's wider sole, wider top line, everything. But one of the things that Ping always does with the top line colors and bevel and finishes and everything, it doesn't look huge, right?
Well, it looks like a confidence-inspired shape.
Mm-hmm. And for the second year kind of in a row, they're coming out with clubs in this kind of game improvement window that there's a little bit more thought into just general bag appeal compared to kind of where it's been in the past.
It wasn't bad for a miss.
Not at all. All right, well, you hit a couple here. We're going to kind of talk about some specs. Not specs, but, you know, things that they're doing with the club.
That was a better shot.
So, in general, they have the thin face, which produces faster ball speeds and more consistent spin and forgiveness across the face. The face itself is a little shallower, and they've actually taken some weight away, which allows them to be more specific again in positioning with the center of gravity. That's really good because it's again going to help with ball speed and consistency.
That's a good shot.
You want me to get rid of that real quick?
Yeah, that was a miss.
Okay.
So far, it's got the horsepower.
Definitely has horsepower. This is a long club.
What do you think of the sound, mister?
It's a little louder than some of the other ones out there, but I don't think it's harsh, right? Like, it definitely could be louder, and there definitely are some that are louder.
It can get up in the air, though.
It launches. It launches really well. Another interesting thing about this is the lengths. So this year in Ping across the board, they're kind of playing with length a little bit. And in the 4, 5, and 6 iron, these are actually slightly longer, about 1/8 of an inch longer.
Okay.
That's going to help
launch it,
produce a little bit better launch, and specifically speed, right?
Yeah. And there's also a retro version of this head, right?
Yep, there's a retro. We're going to talk about the retro. Other things that are kind of really big for them this year. So Ping always has the Ping shafts, quote unquote. Redid them all this year, right? So we're playing with the longer weights and the kind of redistributed head weight. So they come out with the AWT 3.0 and then the Alta CB blue shafts.
That's good.
That's very good.
I did swing
Great
a little
spin.
harder. Yeah.
That's the key thing. And then lastly, we don't have one here today yet, but the sand wedge is very interesting because the sand wedge has a little bit of I2 kind of design in there, which is really good because that's going to allow, with the hosel specifically, to kind of cut through some bad turf a little bit easier, right? So bunkers with too much sand, tangly rough, all that kind of stuff, right? From a loft perspective, we are looking at a 29-degree 7 iron.
And it's getting that high?
As always, we have Power Spec and Retro Spec, which is super, super cool.
Yeah.
Again, every other company, right, with the exception of the other companies making the HL stuff, if we want to adjust loft, we have to bend the club. And that plays with and messes with stuff a little bit, right? With these, the Power Spec is 27.5 degrees, its own separate entity. The Retro Spec, 31 degrees, own separate entity, right?
I'd love
so you don't have to mess with, you know, things like the sole of the club or anything to kind of make it work.
I love retrospect with this.
Retrospect is good. I use Retrospect and Power Spec a lot. I almost feel like in fittings sometimes I can use those as like a secret weapon, if you will, because they just allow me to fine tune and play with trajectory just that little bit.
I like this iron.
This is a good iron. It launches high, it spins really good, it's powerful. Like I said, it's a very powerful club.
Yeah, to get that much carry out of it. I mean, I missed that last one. It still went 175.
Yep, and it's not like you're swinging crazy fast. You're swinging at 82, 83 miles an hour.
Trying not
right
to swing that fast.
What's it feel like? Does it feel incredibly harsh or does it feel decent?
In the middle? No, in the middle.
Oh, somewhere in the middle? Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Again, pretty good there. That's not bad.
I mean, that was great.
Let's try the, let's clean these up a little bit. Let's try the retro.
Okay.
And let's see if we get any difference there. We'll do a little comparative.
That honestly surprised me with how high that was going for being 29 degrees.
Well, like I said, like all the stuff that they're doing, companies are starting to realize how important. Well, I shouldn't say that because these guys are engineers. They're very smart, right? All these guys who make clubs. But when you realize how important it is to make sure center of gravity is where it needs to be to create positive launch, not just tons of ball speed, you can really get some pretty cool ball flights.
Well, that, and it just makes it easier to play hard golf courses.
Yeah. I mean, getting the ball up in the air is more important than anything else that you do.
Like where I play Barrington.
If you don't have good landing angle, you can't play there.
No. And plus it's forced carries over bunkers. So if you have to hit something over a bunker, you're probably not holding the green.
Especially, come to think of it, the par threes there,
Oh,
you need height to play the par threes there.
Yeah.
You have to have height.
I mean, number 17 is 230.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's a 40-yard deep green.
I don't
All
know.
right, I can already tell it's 2 degrees.
Yep, you could see it. Retro Spec G440.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pack them up. I love it. Put them away. We know what it does.
A little more spin, a little
just
higher
think-
launch, a little better height.
Just think, I hit down on the ball.
And you produce 6,500 spin off a game improvement iron at
And it still
31
goes
degrees.
80 feet. That's awesome. I love high launch golf clubs. For, like, my wife would love this thing.
I would love to get quote unquote Mrs. Ball Speed into these.
Well, she might be due this year.
I think she is due. I mean, it's been a minute since we've gotten her into some stuff.
Say hi to the camera.
Randy
No,
beats everyone.
Say hi. Oh, yeah, these are great.
That is noticeably higher.
No, the launch, yeah.
Like, not even close, man.
If you swing under 80, get high launch stuff is my recommendation.
It is so important.
It
Right?
is
Like,
so helpful.
I don't care about roll.
No,
I don't
with
care
this-
about any of that. I care about carry, and I care about giving you a club, that mid swing speed guy, right?
Yeah.
Getting the ball to stop on the green and almost have it be like you're able to throw darts out there.
Yeah.
Right? It is going to help your game more than anything else you can do. Just producing height, producing landing angle. That is powerful in golf. Let's
There.
do a comparison.
You're right, I want to hit
You want to hit one more? Hit one more.
There we go.
Better.
That was the highest one.
All right, let's do a little comparison
Okay.
between these. Okay, so we see here as we're looking at the averages with the G440 in normal mode, if you will. Our average spins at 4,800. Our average peak height is 81.
Yeah.
So again, very, very good considering this is a 29-degree golf club.
Very.
Or yeah, 29-degree golf club. Retro Spec, 6,500 spin.
That's ridiculous.
Which is insane. But then we also have 88 peak height, right?
Which is higher.
Now, Ping would suggest that the whole idea behind Power Spec and Retro Spec is to adjust spin and adjust launch condition. I would say they did that tenfold here, right? Very, very good.
Check.
Yeah, big time a win. So if you're a guy who not only wants to maybe hit the ball a little higher, but I use it a lot for guys who need spin,
Yeah.
right? I don't want to say it because it's early in the year yet, but we might be looking at, best in slot type thing.
Yeah.
Definitely one where if you need help with spin, help with launch, anything like that, don't be afraid to try the Retro Spec or, that higher launching golf club across the board.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously Ping G440s, we expect a big year out of. So
Can I get the scent angle out of my curiosity? And then see the difference? Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah, talk about it.
So we throw one more stat in there real quick, right? Which is going to be landing angle. Now, landing angle in a fitting, super important, because landing angle is the ability to stop, okay?
Yeah.
So in general, if I get above 40 with a game improvement iron, I'm pretty happy, okay? Just give everybody an idea. So with the normal G440, we're looking at around 42 degrees, which is pretty good. That means you're gonna stop and leave yourself a putt most of the time. With the retro spec, we're all the way at 46.
Here, wait, do me a favor. So look at the carry is 172 and the total's 180. So that's 8 yards of roll on a fairway.
8 yards on a fairway.
Yeah, and then that's 12 yards of roll. On a green, it's gonna be much less.
That's huge, right? I mean, how much? What's easier, an 8-yard putt or a 12-yard putt?
8 yard.
Big time, right? So just to give you guys an idea of kind of how important it is, right? These little adjustments, I know it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but that is the difference between, you know, 10 and 20 foot putts, you know, it's that much. So very important, very, very good. We're very excited about them. Again, something that's already done quite well for us and won a significant amount of battles. If you guys are interested, please come check them out. We'll get them set up on the range for you. If you have any comments, please let us know in the comments section. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thank you.